calf slicer from Side Control. I'm going to go over the way it's typically done and the problems that arise with that, and then an alternate way to do it that kind of dodge those problems. So we'll start out with showing the problems that lie in this calf crush. Alright, so one of the first problems is if the guy reaches up with this arm and holds onto my leg, I can pull onto it, control him, and start to armbar. The second problem that happens is if the guy is bigger, stronger, more resistant to the calf crush than you, he can always grab your foot, pull down, and get the lock as well. So we want to avoid both of those issues. Alright, so the basic setup that I typically use, I'm going to have the elbow up at the armpit, keeping my head down. I don't want him to cross face me here and pull me back over. So elbow in the armpit, head down. I'm going to grab the top leg and I'm going to drag his hips across. Now I reach heel to heel and I open him up. Once he's open, I take my right knee, put it right into his hip and his stomach, and now it leaves us free to swivel right behind the leg and close. Once I'm here, I kind of back up for just a second to get momentum and roll over my right shoulder as close to his butt as possible. Now once I'm here, I don't want to close this because I'm going to give him the option of trying to calf crank me. So I typically want to be here or just in this open position. All right. So the basic way is to come here, which might get you armbarred. So what we're going to do instead is I'm just going to reach with my left arm and reach to this side. All right. The reason we're reaching to this side instead of here, if I'm here, he can swivel his leg down and out. So he circles it that way. Now if I'm here, he can only circle to the outside, and he doesn't have a lot of mobility that way. So I'm going to grab a hold this way. I shift my hips out, pull my left knee to my chest, and I punch it right through this hole. Once I punch the knee through there, I close, and I'm going to take my right toes, put them on my left shin, and I pull down to finish the calf crush. All right. So we're here, side control. I twist towards his legs, keep my elbow high into his armpit, and I'm keeping my head nice and low. I'm going to grab the top leg, drag it down, and I reach heel to heel. And I open everything up underneath here. Once it's open, I put the knee in the stomach, and I swivel my leg right behind his knee. Once I'm here, I close, roll over my right shoulder, and now I kind of open everything back up because I don't want to stay in this position. All right. Once I roll through, I'm going to grab a hold of his ankle, foot hits the mat, and I shift just a little bit. Especially if you're not flexible, this is going to help. My knee comes to my chest, I circle my leg through, and now once I close, I just put my right toes on my left shin, and I just flex everything. So I'm curling with my left leg, and I'm also using my right foot to make that curl even tighter and drive my right shin into his calf. So one time, full speed. Here.